Am I in the frame? I am in the frame. Good morning, guys. It is about 6:10 on this fine Sunday morning. And I say fine Sunday morning just because every day's a good day, but it's actually pretty horrible weather outside. So I might just whip the walk pad out for steps this morning. Do like a good 6k, because on that it's like I know how much I'm doing per minute compared to being outside. So yeah, I think I might just do that this morning. Go get my rise and shine, make a little coffee as well. Just a mild one though, because today is a rest day. Speaking of rest day, check-in shot. 3 check-in shots. So yeah, I don't know what ones I'll put up, probably just the ones that have my best muscle parts up. But yeah, pretty happy with the look. Woke up 184.75 again. I think that's like 3 days in a row I've woke up at that weight, which isn't ideal because that means changes to the nutrition or expenditure are bound to happen. So yeah, I just sent my coach over the check-in, Mr. Noah Campbell, my G. Yeah, sent him over the check-in and voice note explaining how I'm feeling. 1 week post-show, but honestly, like, I keep in contact with him every day. Not a check-in every day, but, you know, I text him and talk to him every day because he's a good friend as well as being my coach, which is just such a lovely, amazing relationship. But yeah, today's agenda, rest day, bit of work later on. Well, not later on, relatively soon. QnA today as well, so I got quite a few on my Instagram and I'm just going to give it a couple hours to cook a bit more, advertise it again, so that some more questions can come in, so that I can get a decent, like, you know, 15-20 minute ramble out of this. A couple of questions that came in are pretty good, so I'm looking forward to answering some of them. So yeah, that's today's agenda. Hydrate, caffeinate, fucking get up for the day, get some steps in, and then yeah, ready to do this Q&A for you. So that's pretty much all today's going to be. So probably just cut straight to the Q&A when I'm settling down to sit it. It might be in like 10 hours time, I don't know, but have a good morning, guys. Get fucking after it. How are we looking? Is this a good setup? I feel like this is a decent setup. Oh yeah, it is a good setup. I went and had to like double check on the camera there to make sure it is a good setup for the Q&A. Finally, rest day Q&A. Taste test first. I'm just such an idiot, honestly. Prep brain. Nah, but I was trying to film the Q&A there, I got to start and realised that I need to do the taste test. So, give me a second, let me try and get a thumbnail. It'd be good if I was holding them round the right way, you know. Here we go. That is so funny, how do people do that? But anyway, taste test. I have to make up the whey paste and I sat it in the fridge for a wee bit there, so it's like the perfect consistency. I think I'm just going to jump straight into it. No fucking about here, I'm just going to jump straight into it. We've got the raspberry white chocolate matcha from Perform and the churro pretzel. Yeah, just churro pretzel from Perform. Limited edition flavours, the only 2 I haven't tried. And they're getting rid of them all for the French toast one, which I'm not complaining about because I had that and I thought it tasted exactly like sugar-free syrup, so I might actually buy a tub of that when it comes out. But I wanted to try these ones before then, you know. Honest review. Fuck, that smells so good. That genuinely oh my god. Right, we're gonna try this one first. Not a big, but just like a little lick. Okay. A deviant lick. Oh, the flavours. That cinnamon, sugar flavour. I don't know how they do it, but that genuinely tastes exactly like a churro. Nothing to do with pretzels, but yeah, if you're just like at a weird fun festival or something like the Iron Brew Carnival, or like a fun fair like that, or like Disney World, that's what those taste. I mean, it tastes like a churro, what I'm talking about. You can get churros in like a Mexican restaurant. Even fucking Taco Bell do churros, but that is genuinely incredible. Wow, man. Okay, that's generally, I don't want to rate things too high, so I'm going to say that's an 8.8, okay? Yeah, 8.8, Jesus. I'm a massive cinnamon fan though, so maybe that's like skewing my results. Okay, I'll now get some diluting juice and reset the palate, cleanse the palate. I really like matcha. I like all three of these things. Matcha, white chocolate and raspberry. Especially white chocolate, like I love white chocolate. So I'm excited for this. It smells really good, I'll be honest. Like it looks so funky obviously, but it smells really, really good. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, that is really, really good as well. But the churro one's like unbeatable, I think. I'm gonna bump that up to a 9.1. I'll give this an 8.4. There's not really too much raspberry going on, but it's mostly like matcha and white chocolate. But obviously because it's whey paste, it's like milky, so it's an actual good consistency. But yeah, raspberry white chocolate matcha. 8.4 out of 10, we'll finalise on 8.4. Churro pretzel, 9.1. That may be my favourite from the limited edition ones, to be honest. That's really, really good. Huge fan of both of them, but the churro one takes it. Wow, man. That taste test was so good, but now it's time for the Q&A. Finally, I'm getting onto it. Oh. So yeah, because I'm filming on my phone, because I'm not a rich boy with these Osmos and whatnot, this is my bodybuilding notebook, also known as my Harry Potter divinations notebook, for when I'm in Hogwarts studying, obviously. But yeah, I'm a big Harry Potter fan. So yeah, I got some questions in on my Instagram. Honestly, I've got like 1,300 followers almost, and there was like a good 10 people that gave me questions. But every single one of you guys that gave me a question, absolute legend. I just wish more people gave me questions. Because I like getting my point across, and I like talking, in case you can't tell. So anyway, I've read all the questions, and to be honest, some of them are a bit fucking deep, but I'm just gonna like answer them off the top of the dome. I've thought about a few of them, but I'm just gonna answer them off the top of the dome. So we'll get stuck into it. Mr. Blah Duncan, I love this man. Favourite anime story arc and why? That is such a broad and wide question because there's so many you could mention. You can mention the Hunter exam from Hunter x Hunter. You could also mention the Chimera Ant arc from Hunter x Hunter. You could mention any arc from Attack on Titan. A few from Naruto as well. Vinland Saga has a good one. If you really want to get that specific, we could talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender here, but that's not an anime, that's just like a TV show. Demon Slayer has a good couple of arcs, but honestly, Demon Slayer has nothing compared to those ones I've just previously mentioned. So, obviously the correct answer for best is anything from Attack on Titan, I'll be honest. That is best. But in terms of favourite, I'm gonna have to go for the Sasuke retrieval arc from the original Naruto and the Pain arc from the Naruto Shippuden. They are like number 1 and 2 for me. And it's purely because the character development that goes on in the Sasuke retrieval arc is just crazy. I think it's only about an 18 episode arc or something. It's not the longest arc ever. But that's when the show really like takes it up a notch. The tuning exams right before that is like, oh shit, people die in this show. This show's serious. And then as soon as it hits the Sasuke retrieval arc, like these characters that you're seeing, maybe as side characters like Shikamaru and stuff like that, they just step up, and Kiba, they just step up and become men. Like, is that the arc where boys became men? Like, that's what it's known for, and I genuinely love that arc. And then you get like drunk Rock Lee fighting at the end, and then Gaara comes to... I'll stop it right there. It's so good. Like, that arc is the best in the original Naruto and my favourite. And then we can talk about the Pain arc. I cried numerous times. The psychological shit that goes on in that arc is just unbelievable. Literally, it can just be summed up in that one scene where Naruto comes to fight Pain one last time, and Sakura's like, Naruto! Pure cry in her eyes out, greeting, because she can't do fuck all, she's terrible. And then you hear the little drums do ding, 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 or whatever it goes like. And then he just spawns in on top of the toads, because he's the toad sage now.
but literally so peak, like the most peak shit I have ever seen in an anime is in that scene. So that's definitely my favourite anime arc and why they're my favourite anime arcs. Ben Porter, I love this boy. Anyone in particular who inspires you? So I did think about this quite a lot, and I'm gonna split it up into like in my life, in bodybuilding, and in general. So in my life, the people that inspire me the most, genuinely, as cliche as it sounds, are my mum and dad. I've never met people so hardworking in my life, and just like they are the type of people I aspire to be, and the morals and ethics and like life lessons that my parents have brought forward onto me and taught me, like I literally couldn't ask for better parents. They have brought me to be the person I am today, I think. Obviously, like some of that comes with yourself and your own experiences and whatnot, but honestly, I can't. Why am I crying over this? I'm so sensitive. Like, I'm exactly like my mum. My mum is so sensitive as well, and it's like, I can't help it. But yeah, my mum and dad, everything they have ever done for me in my life, they've given me such an amazing life. Even right now, just putting up with me in prep and bodybuilding, like, and they never ask for anything in return. They're just the most giving, amazing people I've had the privilege to call my family, and like I literally couldn't ask for better parents, honestly. I'm trying. I could easily keep speaking here, but I'm like trying not to cry, which it's not a bad thing. I don't care about crying, but it's like the second question. You know what I mean? I've got a long time to be sitting here, so in my life, it's my mum and dad. In terms of bodybuilding and like fitness in that sense, I would say Jay Cutler and Greg Plitt are my two biggest inspirations. Greg Plitt was more of like a magazine cover model type of guy, but this man was like David Goggins before David Goggins existed, like genuinely. But yeah, Greg Plitt is like my biggest inspiration in terms of fitness. Jay Cutler under him, but yeah, Greg Plitt is like, if you haven't looked him up on YouTube and watched his videos, he died about 13 or 14 years ago, I believe, like 2011 actually. And, oh, pardon me, but yeah, he's like, the stuff he would speak about and just working so hard, and no one's going to give you anything you want in this life. It all comes down to you at the end of the day to make these things happen. And this guy was just like a fitness freak. As I said, he was like a magazine model, but he had that like washboard abs, like what men's physique used to be. Like he just looked like that. He looked unbelievable. He'd be in the gym at 2 AM. He's about that thing, like getting after your endeavours and like working hard for the things you want in this life. And well, this is something I always think about. It's like, while you're working towards these goals and up at stupid time and doing the things that other people don't do, like that's pushing you further towards your goals and further ahead in the competition, because there's always going to be a guy out there that's doing these things, so there's no excuse for you not to do them, or girl, guy or girl out there doing these things, so there's no excuse for you not to be doing them and just keep on top of things and really just not miss a beat in life. And there's a quote, there's like a line he says, and it's that your name's attached to it. It means more than anything, and that resonates with me so much. That helped me so much during university when I was like struggling to study and really thinking like, I want to give up on this. I can't write my dissertation. Like I'm finding it really difficult. And I was thinking like, even if I just want to pass in uni, I'm thinking, nah, my name's attached to this. When I get that degree, it's my name that's there. So I need to like do everything I can to get the best result I can. And yeah, for years I've loved Greg Plitt, like honestly, like 4 years. And in terms of bodybuilding, Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler, number one. I love that man. The man he is now, about 50 years old, and how he's like, still healthy as you can be for the size he was and what he did in his life, but the fact he's still so healthy, and he just seems like such a lovely man. He's like one celebrity or famous person I'd actually like to meet. The rest of them couldn't care less. I honestly don't care about famous people, but it'd be cool to meet Jay Cutler, you know what I mean? And the fact that he was competing for years and years, and he finished second, then finished second, then finished second, then finished second, and he didn't give up. He did not give up. He just kept going because he was thinking, I'm going to beat Ronnie Coleman one day. And he did. And the way he trained and lived his life, In the box, as cringy as it is when he says that, it's funny, I know it is. But he lived his life in a box because he was so drilled on being the best and beating this other man at the sport and becoming the best in the world. Because that kind of proved to me that he is the best in the world. Although Ronnie Coleman's like a complete fucking anomaly of a freak, you'll never see that again. But Jay Cutler was like right there, neck and neck with him for years and years. And then he won the Olympia, lost it, and came back and won it again for like 3 years or something like that. Nobody's ever done it before. Nobody's lost the Olympia and came back and won it again. Maybe now they have, but at the time nobody had done it. And yeah, Jay Cutler's my biggest inspiration in bodybuilding. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about it. My parents, Greg Plitt and Jay Cutler, they're like my biggest inspirations. My big brother's like right in behind my mum and dad. Like genuinely massive shout out to my big brother, Aaron. He's fucking amazing. I love that man so much. But yeah, they're my biggest inspirations in my life. This is the boy, I don't know his name and I apologise because he's so lovely. JRB Fitness on Insta. How big is it? What the fuck, mate? If we're talking about my love for Lord of the Rings, which I think that's what he's referring to. How big is my love for Lord of the Rings? Like, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Huge. Massive, some might say. Not gonna lie though, like I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan. I need a tattoo because I'm slacking. But yeah, massive is my answer to that. How big is my love for Lord of the Rings? My answer is massive. Next question. Josh Fairweather, you have asked, favourite anime arc? First of all, I love you, Josh. Genuinely, one of the nicest boys I've ever met in my life. Love him so much. Favourite anime arc? Oh no, at the moment, sorry, that was his question. Favourite anime at the moment? See, to be honest, I've kind of been struggling to watch animes because I feel like, I know all I talk about is bodybuilding prep, but I mean, it's consuming my life, but I feel like my attention span and whatnot is kind of just dissipating faster than, because I don't even doom scroll or anything like that, but it's finding a YouTube video or finding TV series that I just can't watch. Like I watch it for like 5 minutes and I go, alright, next video, alright, next movie, like changing up the movie or a TV show. So favourite anime, the last one I was watching was Hunter x Hunter for like my 4th rewatch. So I would say Hunter x Hunter is my favourite at the moment and just overall. Because yeah, there's not really any coming out. Obviously Jujutsu Kaisen just finished up coming out, but I'm sure that's not what it means. It just means like what one am I watching right now, it's my favourite. And I would say Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter and then Naruto, just all of Naruto underneath it. But Hunter x Hunter is like, clears everything. It's generally like the best. I don't know your full name, my darling, but XXKelXX, which is the woman I met at my bodybuilding show last week. I was like in the pump up room and I was just lying in the corner the whole day. And then like as the bikini girls were coming out, because they perform later on in the day, so they obviously turn up a little bit later because they have to get their makeup done and whatnot. And her and I don't know if she turned up herself, but her stuff was just like next to me. And I was sitting there for a good like 5 hours. I had to talk to some people. So yeah, I was talking to her a little bit. Lovely, lovely woman, honestly. And I'm pretty sure she got 3rd in Masters, which is just fucking fantastic. She looked amazing, so well done to you. But you asked, were you nervous for your first show? And honest answer, no, I wasn't nervous. I'm not, that's not me saying I was full of confidence either and I was going in there like, yeah, I'm the dog's bollocks. I just feel like I was, all the preparation's been done at that point and there's nothing you can do that weekend to do better, to be honest. All the work's done, you can't do any last minute, fucking take some Anova or whatever. I'm natural. So yeah, I wasn't nervous at all. Sorry, not at all. Walking onto stage, I was a little bit nervous as I was the lowest number in my class, so I was walking onto stage first. So I guess that was like the most nervous thing, just actually walking out onto a stage. But a few of the boys have YouTube videos and you can see in the pictures and the feedback I was given by PCA that my confidence on stage was like second to none. It actually came so naturally, so easily. And you can tell by the way I'm talking to the back of my phone, like I find it really easily and I'm quite a confident guy, to be honest. And yeah, I didn't find it very nerve-wracking or anything like that at all. I was confident in the package I brought. I was confident with my team around me and how we peaked myself. Like my tan was looking good and whatnot, and the whole morning was like, I was going through a lot of shit at the time in my personal life, like that whole week, and you honestly wouldn't have been able to tell at all. Like, the cortisol was at negative numbers, stress-free the whole weekend. Like, I could not ask for a better weekend for a show. Like, genuinely, that was the perfect weekend, and that just helped any nerves that even could have occurred to settle. So no, I wasn't nervous for my first show. I was more excited and confident than anything, to be honest. I've been waiting years to compete for the first time, and you know, finally getting to do it, I was just excited, and I was like, get me up on that stage, like, it's go time. So yeah, thank you for your question. Next question by my best friend, Kyle Sobry, my boy. And I knew he would ask some question that's going to tick my brain, so I'm going to have to read this, and then the video is going to get cut because I'm going to sit here thinking for ages. So Kyle has asked, what is better, to be born good or to overcome your own evil nature through great effort? What the hell? And I feel like this actually relates to me and Kyle. This question is like us two. And I'm not saying Kyle was born in an evil nature. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I believe I was born good and I was brought up good. It's just accentuated that even more, which is lucky. Obviously, my circumstances are lucky. But Kyle was quite a hateful guy, and I don't think he'll mind me saying this. And I won't delve into too much, but he struggles with not like slagging people off and just being a bit negative sometimes. And he's worked so hard on that, don't get me wrong. Kyle's had a fucking tough life as well. And I won't touch on that too much because it's his personal stuff, but yeah, like, I'm so proud of Kyle for everything he's ever done in his life and will continue to do. Like, fuck, I nearly set myself off there crying again. Why? Yeah. In my opinion, it's been better to be born good. But it's hard to think about because I don't have an evil nature, so it's hard for me to say. I don't have that to overcome. Overcoming your evil nature through great effort doesn't inherently make you good or put you on the good side, in my opinion. I think just because you've got over that negative, evil side of yourself, whoever you are, I'm not talking to Kyle here, I'm talking to anyone, just because you've got over that general like negativity and always looking on the downside type of things, that doesn't put you on the path of good, you know? It takes more than that. It takes you doing good deeds, actually thinking in ways that are positive and not just not evil, as we're saying here. I'm going to keep saying the word evil because that's what's written down here, but yeah, it takes a lot more work than that. I would say overcoming your evil nature through great effort is like half the work, and it doesn't inherently make you good, so it's hard to say which one is better in that sense, because when you're born good, that also doesn't mean that you're going to stay good. It takes a lot of hard work and the right environment around you to stay a good person, because it's really easy to get influenced, you know. It's that whole the 5 people you're surrounded with, like, you're like the average of them, you know. So it's kind of about your environment and whatnot. I would say your environment's the most important thing here, and the decisions you make day to day really dictate who you are, if you're a good person, or whether you're trying to overcome that negative, evil side of you in order to become a good person, or at least lead you down that path that can someday you can look and say, yeah, I'm actually a good person now. Yeah, I'd say which one would be better is to be born good. I would say that one's better. Harry Brown's asked 2 questions and he's just told me something. So, way drip for life. Could not fucking agree more, mate. Or is it like a way drip for life? Like a core flavour, a whey paste flavour? Is that what he's asking? There wasn't a question mark. But I'll just agree, whey drip for life. I only eat chicken and whey paste as well, so like, I could have 5 whey meals. I think my stomach could handle that, to be honest. Biggest hurdle during prep, keeping on top of things for the first like month, but then after that it was kind of like I'm used to it. It's became a habit. Doesn't it take like 30 days for something to become a habit, something like that? So I wouldn't even say that's the biggest hurdle. Biggest hurdle actually is like not changing who I am and using prep as an excuse. And not letting prep dictate who I am as a person and how I treat those around me. Because, you know, sometimes I have been really cheeky and rude and like snappy, and I know myself it's because of prep, but you can't just say that because it's just a shitty excuse. So, you know, there's been times where I've went and gave my mum and dad a hug, and as I said before, my mum and dad are the best people on the planet. Like, they're so understanding and forgiving, but I have no shame in terms of going and apologising. Like, I find it really easy to do that and knowing when I'm in the wrong. And yeah, I would say that's the biggest hurdle to overcome, is to really control my emotions better when they're trying to loosen themselves. Tighten the screws on my emotions. That's probably the hardest thing. Kieran Sloan, I fucking love this man. This man, great human being. 1 cream of rice and whey combo for the rest of your life. What is it? I mean, how fucking political do you want to get? Like, that's probably the toughest question here. Cream of rice. Fuck, because it's 1, because I'm thinking, oh, I could have this one, I could have that one. And because I'm having buttered pancake by Strom just now, that's my favourite. So I'm like, do I say that one? But then I'm like, oh, I remember I really love sticky toffee pudding and strawberry cream. But I'm actually going to stick with my guns and stay buttered pancake, because you can put the strawberry and cream whey on top, you know. But then if you have the strawberry and cream whey, strawberry and cream core, you can't put funky ass flavours on top of it. Like, you kind of need to stick with a certain range. But if you've got kind of like a baseline, like custard cream is good for that as well, custard cream core. You have like a baseline, like plain flavour that's just sweet. You can add whatever whey paste, whatever toppings, chocolate, whatever on top of it. But when you've got one that's like a strawberry flavour, or like if someone had like a blueberry flavour or something like that, I feel like you can only add certain things to it. So favourite cream of rice, got to be buttered pancake by Strom. And it mixes really well, like the consistency is unbelievable. So yeah, that's the cream of rice flavour. Whey combo, carrot cake. Carrot cake. Yeah. But white chocolate hazelnut. No, I think I'm just saying white chocolate hazelnut because that's what I've got as my tub right now, so that's like my favourite. But carrot cake. Either Trained by JP or Perform carrot cake. So we've got Strom cream of rice, dark chocolate, mixed berries, carrot cake whey by Perform. That is my combo. And I will stick by that. I actually will stick by that. Mark Scott has asked, how do you balance life, work and training? And this is where I'm going to get a little bit personal here. And I'll be honest, I found it really easy for the first few months. But I'll be even more honest, I quit my job about 6 weeks ago. I just worked retail in Lidl and it was kicking my arse. Not the 5 AM shifts, nothing like that, not the actual work either. It was generally the people I was working with and customers. Like, I couldn't take it anymore. And especially as well, I was only doing 5 AM shifts. And I feel like I actually turned into a vampire. Like, I wasn't seeing anyone in my life, hardly even my family. They would see me for like 20 minutes a day. Apart from the 2 days a week I wasn't working. But yeah, like, that's the thing as well. There was a week, and this was like the line for me where I just said, nah, fuck this, I'm not working here anymore. I had 5 shifts in a week, all 5 AM starts, and not one of them finished past 10 AM, 5 days in a row. And I said, I'm not doing that. So yeah, I quit my job, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I have myself back. I feel like I was an absolute shadow of myself for that first couple months of prep, and I always thought, oh, it's because of prep, like, I knew this was gonna happen, oh, it's because of prep. And then I quit my job and I actually came back to life, and I was like, holy shit, it was the job. I actually feel like I was another couple of weeks, and Noah knows all about this, my coach Noah. I talked to him about it so much, and my mum and dad really support and respect my decision. I said to him, like, I feel like I've came back to life, like I'm ready to go again. I thought it was because of prep, and it really wasn't. It was because of this job. So yeah, when I was balancing life, work and training, I was just in a box, but it wasn't that good because my quality of life was obviously terrible. Like, I actually felt like another couple of weeks and I would have been depressed working like that. As much as I've enjoyed prep, like, genuinely I try and enjoy it every single day to the utmost, fullest to the potential it has for the day. And training was good as well, but training was kind of taking a hit because I was just fucked all the time. Because it's quite heavy lifting in retail, and the people I was working with, a couple of them were alright, but most of them were just really rude. You know that way you work with people and they're not even your manager and they try and act like your manager, that sort of way. And then the managers were just awful as well. Life and training, we'll put it that way now. I actually find it quite easy. I think it's quite, you put your routine in place, and once you put a routine in place and you do it for so long, it becomes a habit, and then that habit just becomes your way of life. And it's no longer a habit, it's just the way you are and the way you operate and do things on a day-to-day basis. And I think that's exactly what happened to me, and it's worked. You know, meal prepping 2 days in advance, waking up, I literally leave I know this isn't it, but I leave my hydration drink out the night before, I weigh my salt out the night before, and then when I wake up it's just there. Like, all these little things make your life so much easier. And I always think as well, like, if someone else is out there doing it, that thing really gets in my head. My competition is out there doing all these things, so how can I not do them? And that helps me just balance it all. Also as well, like, I'll be honest, I kind of lost all my friends through, not just through this, but just through different paths of life. Honestly, I kind of lost all my friends. It's not the best thing ever, and I think if I met them all again and seen them all again, it would be like that. Because, you know, it was like high school friends for like 10, 15 years now, to be honest. Obviously me and Kyle are still really, really close, but then again, I've not spent time with Kyle the whole of prep. Like, what the hell? Hardly anyone I've spent time with like that, but I'm really okay being by myself and being a bit of a loner. Especially because I've met so many friends through bodybuilding already, and I'm only like proper a few months into it, you know what I mean? And a lot more gym friends since I moved gym as well. That's really improved my quality of life, I can't lie, and being surrounded by people that are like-minded. I don't even know if I've answered your question, Mark, to be honest. I found it difficult at times to balance all these things, but also sometimes found it really easy. And just prioritising, I would say prioritising the things that are most important to you, or myself, sorry. Putting a timetable in place, like actually knowing what I'm doing day to day, not just making it up as I go along. Following a set schedule and like bedtime and stuff. And making sure to still spend time with like your loved ones and whatnot. You know, like going to the cinema with my family. I'm quite bad for just going upstairs with my meals and eating them in my room, but sometimes, you know, sitting downstairs and having dinner with my family, if it lines up, because obviously I eat 5 times a day, they eat like 2 or 3 times a day, to be honest. But when I get to sit down and have dinner with them, like, fuck, it's really good, man. So yeah, they're the most important things for me. Spending time with my family is actually the most important thing for me, so that takes a priority. Duncan, we're getting back to your other question. Favourite thing about yourself and why? And he said it can be anything, doesn't have to be like gym wise or whatever. I would honestly say my ability to not care what other people think about me at all. And I know, like, can I take that with a pinch of salt? Because obviously I think I care about what my mum and dad think about me, what my closest friends think about me, like that sort of thing. But in terms of just general life, I could not care less what other people think about me. And I just think it doesn't, none of this shit matters anyway, so I might as well just be my complete authentic self and be the confident self that I know I am. I feel like I've really came into life as well this last like 5-6 months since New Year, kind of. Like, my confidence has just went through the roof in myself. So I would say that's my favourite thing about myself. Not caring what anyone else thinks about me and genuinely sticking by that, and my confidence, and how open I am to talk about like anything. I think as well, and I will just big myself up here, and how empathic and understanding I am. Like, I find it really easy to put myself in other people's shoes and think how my actions affect them and how other people's actions affect them, so that if they just want to talk about something with me, I can be like, oh yeah, I can see why you're feeling upset about X, Y, Z, or why this is happening. And yeah, my work ethic as well, like, I'm really like, I'm actually just glazing myself here. I'll stop there, but yeah, you kind of get the idea. Like, a few good things about myself, really, like, I'm really proud of and really love about myself. I think that's so important, to actually love yourself. Harry Brown asked again, do your tats mean anything? And by tats, he means these. I've got one on my leg too, so I'll whip that out, and one on my shoulder. So yeah, this is from Vinland Saga. These 2 daggers. Thorfinn has these on his 2 little daggers that he has, because that's his family's like insignia. So I was like, fuck, that'd be really cool. I was gonna get it on that wrist as well, and I just haven't. So next time I get tattoos, I might get it on that wrist, so it's like matching, you know. Then Jujutsu Kaisen, the Shadow Dog. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Fushiguro, Megami. That's what that's from. Most of them are anime. We've got the 5-leaf clover from Black Clover. My uncle, I hope this is in the frame. My uncle thought this one was nunchucks when he first seen it, but then again he was also drunk. But it's Jiraiya and Naruto splitting an ice cream lolly, because that was the thing they always done in Naruto whenever they finished training. And then we've got the Konoha, the fire, the village hidden, what the fuck am I talking about? The village hidden in leaves symbol right there. We've got the Hunter x Hunter symbol from the Hunter exam and whatnot. And right above it, we've got Kaizen. Kaizen coaching. Kaizen flow. Anyway, that's that there. I've got that tattooed on me. I think I came up with that before the posing guys did. I got it tattooed like 3 years ago, so I'm taking it. Then we've got the Wings of Freedom from Attack on Titan. There, Wings of Freedom for the Scout Regiment. Legends. This is my first ever tattoo. It's Toad, or just the mushroom from Mario. I like to say it's Toad, but now that I think about it, it's probably more just the one-up mushroom from Mario. And then we've got Killua Zoldyck's eyes from Hunter x Hunter. That's got to be the fucking coolest tattoo I've got. Like, how cool is that? That's got to be the coolest tattoo I've got. I think that's it for that one. I'll show you the one on my leg though, because I made it myself. Can you see that? So it says, each box is a word, and it says, keep moving forward, and like the letters all overlap each other. I'll let you have a little second to pause and look at it. But yeah, I honestly live by that little motto. Keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other, till the end of time. And you know where I got that from? Meet the Robinsons. Yep, that's right. Now we're on to the last question. And it's the most fucked up question, man, honestly. So, Cam's fitness. What changes would you like to see passed in Parliament? What the hell, mate? I'm a silly goose. Why are you asking me stuff like that? But honestly, I'll be completely transparent right now. I am so on the left. I know this is the right, the way I'm moving my hands in the camera. Move it that way. I'm so on the left. Like, Reform can go fuck themselves. I'm a vote green type of guy. Good guys are on the left, I'll be honest. None of this fucking masculine shit about being on the right and all that. If you actually care about other human beings, you're going to be on the left. And that's all I seem to care about. But I just hate politics right now, so I do pay attention, but I don't proper pay attention, if that makes sense. But I think I would genuinely have a rule about people over 60 being in Parliament and just abolishing that and cutting it off. Like, make an actual age limit for people being in charge of the fucking government. Because it's them that's messed up my whole generation. And that's not me just playing the victim card here. Like, we can all relate to this. It's fucking tough out here. It's actually shit. And this older generation who bought their house for a nickel and a cent and can sell it for millions of pounds now just don't get it and think we're all lazy. No, we all want to work. You're all telling us to get a degree and become a graduate and go into all this debt and go to uni, and then we can't even get jobs. It's so oversaturated with a degree that you can't even get jobs anymore. I have one of the hardest degrees you can get at the University of Strathclyde. I graduated with a Bachelor in Honours in Mathematics, Statistics and Accounting, and I have struggled like fuck to get a job, and I still don't have a graduate job. Like, it's really lucky to draw, and I'm not trying to make excuses here, I'm just showing an example of how hard it is. So these 60-year-olds get to fuck. After 60, you're cut off, you're not allowed in Parliament. I would also raise the minimum wage, although it's not really possible, to like £15. But it's not possible for, like, you know, if you worked in a newsagents or something, like a small local company, or like if you worked in a one-off bakery, that's not really possible. So I understand that that's actually not possible, but raising the minimum wage by a significant amount would really alleviate a lot of younger people's problems, I'll be honest. Punishment for being racist. Like, real punishment. Because the police seem to not give a fuck. And they kind of pick and choose who they're going to pick up off the street or not for being racist. Or that sort of thing. And I really think if you're using certain words and acting certain ways and actually carrying out actions that are trying to harm other human beings because of the colour of their skin, where they come from, or what their accent is, I think you deserve to get put in fucking prison, at least for a bit, so you can learn your lesson. Because that is honestly the most horrible, disgusting thing. Like, we're all human beings at the end of the day. We're all just trying to live our life for the first time ever and only time ever. So why do you actually hate on other people? I need to calm down. Because I really get pressed about this stuff. I genuinely do, and I try not to like post about it too much here and there, but I really get fucking pressed about this stuff. Especially because I witness it, and like friends in the past have been really racist, and I can't hack it. Like it grinds my gears like nothing else can grind my gears. So yeah, I won't get too into that, mate. But honestly, Cam, if you want to have a FaceTime and talk about that shit, like I'll be up for that, because I can't stand it. So yeah, guys. Thank you everyone that sent a Q&A question over. I actually really appreciate it. You guys taking time out of your day just to type a little bit, send me over a question for me to answer on YouTube. And yeah, I hope I got back to everyone and a good answer that they actually wanted to hear. And you know, a little bit more of a slice of life and who I am as a person as well. I feel like I just want to get my authentic self across to everyone all the time. So yeah, that's going to wrap up today's morning routine / day in the life. Perform, taste test and Q&A on this fine, lovely rest day. So I'll catch you guys. I think I'll probably do 3 videos next week instead of 1 every day, just to give myself a little bit of fucking breathing space, you know. But yeah, thank you everyone for the questions you sent over. Please like and subscribe to the video. If you made it to the Q&A, we're gonna comment churro, because churro was better. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.